Hey YouTubers, it's that boy Lee Joe, and yeah, just coming to you live and in living color. And I just want to talk to you about the movies that came out. About I would probably do individual reviews, but I'm gonna lump them all into one because it's not to me. I honestly don't think I've seen a bad movie this entire summer. I'm still waiting for Ant-Man, but all the movies that I watched this summer and the summer blockbuster, it has been a very, very good year for summer blockbusters. And I'm just going to run down some movies and tell you what I think about them. All right, Terminator Genesis. I know it's probably the newest one out, but I had just seen that. And I like it. It's one of the better. It's better than 3. It's better than Salvation. It's one of the best Terminators I've seen, and I like the plot line and the fact that Mr. Doctor Who himself, Matt Smith, was Skynet in this one, and how they spent it, and they turned Skynet pretty much into Ultron mixed with a bunch of different other movies, and made a bunch of different alternative timelines, and to start off where you think it's the same movie, but it's not. They kind of switch it up, but I give it a pretty good score. I give it about an 8. It was a good one. Spy. Melissa McCarthy really bought the good one with this one. Could be a series, and Jason Statham in it. It just completely unhinged me, the fact that he could be funny and everything happening there, and she could be a bad butt spy, and he could be this funny weird dude, and then the plot line to it. I really hope that they make 1 or 2 more of them and do a sequel and really kind of play that up. And I think she lost weight so that they could turn it into a series. So it was a very good movie. I get that like a 7 or 8, maybe even 9, because I really enjoyed it. It was a fun time movies. All the jokes was hilarious, and I really digged it. Ted 2. It was not as good as the original, but it was still pretty funny. And what happened in there, I'm still not happy about Mila Kunis not being in it, but they did a real good job, and the chick that was in there, she did a real good job, and it was just a good, funny plot line, and a lot of the stuff that happened in there was very good, and I did like the Comic-Con touch at the end there. It was very good, very funny, very well written. Seth MacFarlane continue to be one of his fans, so it was a good movie. I get that about a 7 or whatever. But Jurassic World, it was cool. They did a good job of duplicating the first one and kind of really going, but it still was no dinosaur nostalgia. I still don't think the beginning of the movie was about the dinosaurs enough. It was a lot of plot lines and stuff that they could have just did without and just focused on certain things. Chris Pratt did a good job in there, and I like the fact that in this one there was actually a smart person telling them of the dumb stuff that they was doing. So I give it about a 7. It was above average, 6.5, 7. It was a cool movie. I enjoyed it. Sat down with the family, watched it, and it was a real good movie. Inside Out. Genius. I don't even think that was a kid movie. Showing the emotions and the metaphors and how somebody gets back to a positive emotional state and what's going on in your head, and it's very vivid. And I really don't think it was a kids movie. That movie was intended for adults. That was a good movie, but it was a cartoon with children backdrop fundamentals. But it was a very, very good movie, and I rather enjoyed the story, the complete story of Inside Out, and I give it a 9. The Inside Out blew me away. I was laughing at the jokes. I love what was going on. I couldn't stop watching once I started it. It was a very good movie. Tomorrowland. Tomorrowland wasn't what I thought it would be, but it was still cool. It was still get about a 6, 6.5, 7. I liked the visual effects in there, but I thought it was going to be a little bit more to it, but it was more of a gotta save something movie. And the girl, the chick in there, she was cool. The technology that I had in the Tomorrowland was pissed. I like the the transwarp REM technology that was in there. I like the villain. I like the hero. It was just a very good movie, but I think they could have did more to it, and it could have made it a little bit better. But it was a cool script. I give it about a 6 or 7. Depends on what day I feel like rating. Mad Max, awesome. Give it an 8. Automatic. I'm just gonna say that before, because just the whole Fury Road, and there hasn't been a movie that's completely on a road or completely about racing or completely about cars in a very long time. I think the cars that were modified in there, the diesel that looked like that had a Cadillac top, Theron. They're saying it's chauvinistic and it's reverse feminism, but it was a very good movie. The scenes where Mad Max just went ham on people was cold, showing how actually strong he was. Charlize Theron, she was a very good soldier. It was an extremely good plot, in my opinion, what's going on. And then I need to go back and watch the Mad Max films. I'm sorry, I know it's blasphemy. I haven't seen none of them, but I watched this one. It was good. Furious 7. Great addition to the franchise. One of my favorite franchises of all time. And they really did a good job with Furious 7 and make it look like the continuation. I do want them to continue without Paul, because that is his series. And it should not die with him. And they should continue it. And they have done very good work. And he would want them to move on. But it was a great theme. I loved all the heists in the movie. I liked Jason Statham was awesome as a villain. He was like, he had to be the most unique and baddest villain I have ever seen in a movie. How he was hunting them down and chasing them through, and he just pop up out of nowhere, and it was awesome. I give it a 9. It was a great movie, and I loved it, and it did Paul Walker's memory justice. Get Hard. Get Hard was very, very funny. I did not expect it to be that funny. I want to see Kevin Hart and Will Ferrell in another movie together, because they were hilarious together. Get Hard was funny. I didn't stop laughing from beginning to end. I enjoyed it thoroughly. I give it an 8.5, 9. It was a very good movie. Home, extremely good movie. Now, it wasn't adult theme like Inside Out was, but it was a very, very good movie, letting know that sometimes, even if you do have good intentions, your actions are bad. And I love the villain in that. He was Steve Martin was a very good villain in there. He was just hilarious through and through. Rihanna, she did a very good job with her voice acting. Sheldon Cooper, he did a very awesome job as that was his name. It was pretty aesthetic to look at. I loved all the technology, and it was a very good movie. Insurgent, very good continuation. Made me kind of read the books, but I don't read a lot, so I'm not going to. But it was a very, very good movie. I enjoyed it. I need to watch it again, because I always rewatch movies just to kind of see things that I miss. But Surges, I give that an 8. Forgot I didn't rate Home, but I give Home about an 8, 9. But Surges was very, very good. It was a very good movie, and I rightly enjoyed it. The Duff, oh my God, instantly a modern day classic. I love high school movies. Remind me of my high school movies. Can't Hardly Wait, Mean Girls, Breakfast Club, just all of them high school movies, and I just really enjoyed Duff, and it was just so fun. And I'm still doing my monster. Whoa! This is hilarious, and I love that movie. And probably get it on DVD, but I get at a 9. The Duff was really good and really well put together, and I liked all the actors, and even the actors that you're supposed to hate, I liked. Hot Tub Time Machine 2, very good. just as funny as the original, but didn't carbon copy it, and I had to go back and watch the original first before I watched Hot Tub Time Machine, and that is a very good series. I kind of brimmed over that. That's genius. Not even a cult classic, just very good movies. Everybody liked it. People was wondering why I hadn't seen in this, and I went back and watched it. I've been watching a lot of movies lately, ever since I don't really play WoW too much anymore. And San Andreas. The Rock just keeps making good movies. It was a nice end of the world movie where they did a lot of good things in it, and it was the special effects, the CGI, the story, the twists were all very, very good. And The Rock stole that movie. He killed it, which is in his movie anyway, but he did a very good job on it. The director and everybody did a good job with that movie. So that was a very good summer blockbuster, and I wasn't mad about watching it at all. I enjoyed it. I get at it about an 8. 8 out of 10. Good, very good movie. And that is my summer blockbuster list that I've really enjoyed. Sorry I grouped them all together. Notice I didn't really talk about the Avengers or any comic book movies, because I will go over them in a future video. But with that being said, YouTubers, like my channel, subscribe, and I will be doing more movie reviews and putting my voice out there in case I haven't got tired of it. So until next time, YouTubers, like my channel, subscribe, comment below. You